Hello and welcome. I'm Holly Ramey, and today we're going to do a practice of forgiveness. And I'm going to give you a short talk on the quality of time right now in Cancer season. If you want to skip right into the practice and the meditation, just click below on the timeline and you can jump right to it. Right now, it is July 2023. It is Cancer season. This is a cardinal water sign. And during Cancer season, I'm always reminded to come back inward into the heart chakra and do practices that focus around heart-centered themes: love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and non-judgment. I love the Buddhist practices of forgiveness and metta, loving kindness, because they really help me to return to myself and also to work with and process some of the feelings, the emotions that have either been repressed or they haven't had a chance to be fully processed and integrated. And also, these universal heart chakra practices really help us, or me at least, to feel more connection, more belonging. And since Cancer is really all about the way we care, the way we nourish, the way that we extend our emotional energy to ourselves and to others, it just feels like a practice that is very aligned at this time. Cancer can bring up themes around the inner child, around home, family, and a sense of security, emotional security, maybe even physical security, and again, that sense of belonging. And so I really wanted to share these practices and to remind you that forgiveness, especially, is a practice. It's not something we do one time and then it's done and it's put to bed forever. Forgiveness is a life practice, and we might want to forgive ourselves, forgive someone else, a combination, or we might even want just to embrace the intention to forgive if forgiveness feels like too big a wall to climb, and that's totally okay. It is okay to just set the intention to forgive and to know that it's not about saying that harm done was okay and letting people off the hook, but taking the hook out of our own heart so that we don't continue to weigh ourselves down with the burdens of bitterness and resentment and these negative feelings that can really eat away at us over time, that can prevent us from showing up with a real sense of vulnerability or being able to trust and find a sense of intimacy with others. And so this is just a slow practice to sit with where you are right now. No matter where it is, it's okay. And just being with what comes up now in the moment. Our presence is such a present. Our presence is a huge gift when we can be present with what is here now within us and what our intentions are moving forward. And so if you felt a little disconnected, if you felt like there's a wall around your heart that you really want to start to chip away at, if you want some deeper connection with yourself or with others, I recommend this practice. It's been quite helpful for me. And so we'll start by just finding a position, right? So you can sit up on a cushion or a pillow, a bolster, a blanket, a chair, a couch, it doesn't matter. And you can even do this practice laying down if that feels more comfortable for you. So start by just coming to a comfortable seat, a comfortable position. And then we're going to just take a few moments to wiggle around. Maybe you want to sway the body a little bit or roll the shoulders or the head. Open the mouth, the jaw. Just notice how the body feels right now. If there's any little movements you need to take. And then start to settle into stillness on your own time. And I like to start with my eyes open, just a little somatic experience of where your body is in space. So looking around your space, it's a gentle gaze around the room, just orientating yourself in the space. Maybe you let your gaze rest on a few things that are pleasant or soothing. And then you can soften the eyes, turn them down or close them completely. And we're going to tune in and just listen for a few moments. And you might notice if there's any sounds around you. Any sounds in the room that you're in. Any sounds outside of your space. You might even hear thunder in my space. It's a little bit of a storm. And that's okay. Sounds, distractions, they don't need to stop the practice. It doesn't need to be a perfect environment for you to practice. You don't need to block out the sounds, push them away, or like listen really intently to them. Just letting them be. You hear these sounds, and I am right here in this moment for my practice. And just noticing where your body meets your support. You might notice certain areas of the body that feel tension, tightness. Not needing to change that or fix it in any way. If it's something like squinting the eyes or squeezing the jaw, maybe you can consciously relax that. But if it's a really tight area of the body, some habitual tension, just noticing that too. Maybe that's a boundary, and that's okay. It's a form of protection. And then also just noticing if there's areas of the body that feel more at ease, more open, more spacious. You might notice the space inside the mouth, inside the ear. the space your breath moves into. And just resting into this space, this moment, right here, and welcoming yourself into this practice. And I'm going to guide you through the forgiveness practice. And before we begin, we're just going to start with 3 full breaths. So, taking a nice big inhale through the nose, opening the mouth to exhale. And 2 more. Maybe you even make a sound. Last breath. And then just letting your breath return to a natural rhythm. And we're going to start by just becoming aware of anywhere you might feel that you've been holding against yourself. And maybe it's a judgment or a criticism, a way that you've been telling yourself you're not doing good enough. As a parent, as a worker, as a partner, as a friend, anywhere that you've told yourself that you're falling short, that you should be different, that you need to change, that you need to be better. Maybe it's one area, maybe there's several areas, habits, patterns, beliefs, where you've been locked into this story, this war, battle with yourself. Just pick one thing if it feels like too much. And just notice where that lands. Do you feel it somewhere in your body? When you think about it? How do you feel right now? And we're going to start by extending this forgiveness, this compassion and acceptance to ourselves. And I like to think about addressing myself the way I would a friend or a loved one or a beloved, seeing through the eyes of a loved one who came to you and was speaking down on themselves. How would you speak to them? Maybe you want to extend some phrases to yourself now. It's okay. I hear you. I see you. I care about this suffering. And just letting yourself know it's okay to be here in this right now. Maybe you can tune in to that story, to what you've been judging or criticizing, and just see, is that voice your own? And maybe it came from someone or somewhere else. And we don't have to feed it anymore. And instead, we can give that vulnerable part of ourselves what it most needs. Does it need to be seen and loved and cared for? And just offering words of encouragement and maybe forgiveness. I see and feel this pain, and I forgive you. I see and feel this pain, this judgment, this criticism, this behavior, and it is my intention to forgive. Just letting yourself receive. You might imagine a light at the heart, a green light, a healing light that spreads throughout the chest and the shoulders, the upper back, down the arms, into the hands. You might even place your hands on your heart or your body. As you imagine that light expanding through the body and around your auric field. You're in this bubble of light. Taking a few breaths here. And then letting all of that go. And if there's a person that you would like to work with, you can bring them to your mind. And once again, just thinking of the situation, the hurt, the bitterness or resentment that you carried. How has this situation made you feel? You feel unsupported, not cared for, not loved or seen or heard. And just take a moment to touch into the hurt that's there. Notice if you feel it somewhere in your body. No need to change it. Just witnessing it is enough. Once again, just extending a few kind words to yourself as you hold that. I'm so sorry. I see you. I see this hurt. I care about this suffering. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, and I'm not going anywhere. And if you feel ready, you can extend words of forgiveness to this person. I see and feel the pain that you've caused me, and I forgive you now. I see and feel the pain that you've caused me, and it is my intention to forgive. And once again, you might picture that green light, that healing light around your heart, letting it expand to fill your body, your whole auric field. You might even imagine that light expanding out to the other person, filling their aura, their heart. This warm, healing light. And when you're ready, you can let that visualization fall away. And just bring your awareness back to your breath and back to your body. Feel the support under you. Under your feet and your legs, your seat. Take a few deeper breaths now. I'm going to close this meditation with a chant, a mantra. And if you'd like to join me in it, you can come up to a seat if you're not seated. The mantra is Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings be peaceful and filled with love. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and at ease. And when you're ready, you can gently open the eyes, come back into the space you're in. And feel free to take this practice with you anytime throughout your day. You need a little more ease.